What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again to give y'all my thoughts on Lane Kiffen taking the head coaching job of the LSU Tigers. Now, this is only my opinion. And in my opinion, I think Lane Kiffen made a bad move. And this move looked bad on Lane Kiffen. Lane, everything I read, it was a bad breakup. A bad breakup. I believe LSU tried to do everything they could to keep Lane Kiffen, and I think they was willing to give Lane Kiffen whatever he wanted, just like they've been doing since he's been there. I think Lane Kiffen shafted Ole Miss, the staff, the players, and the school as a whole, the football program as a whole. I think they got shafted with Lane Kiffen. Now, if you look at it, a lot of people like to say Dion likes attention. Dion loves the camera. Y'all need to say the same shit about Lane Kiffen because he loves attention. And you just seen that. I'm quite sure Lane Kiffen knew last week that he was going to LSU. I'm sure that LSU was paying him a lot of money. And I think Ole Miss probably was willing to match it. But guess what? LSU is the bigger name. That'll give Lane Kiffen a bigger platform. So he took the job. And as I said, I think he shafted Ole Miss, and it's a bad look on him. When I say it was a bad breakup, word on the street is Lane wanted to coach throughout the playoffs, and Ole Miss said, hell no. And I can understand Ole Miss saying that, and I can understand Lane's side also. Lane, he built this thing. He got them to where they are today. I understand that. But I can understand Ole Miss. Ole Miss is like, yeah, you did all of that. But we're about to make a playoff run. You can't be locked in here while you over here, you got ties over here. Because guess what? During the daggone playoff, he going to have to be back and forth. You trying to, go through a playoff run, trying to put a coaching staff together, trying to get players to stay and players to come with you. You know what I'm saying? So I understand Ole Miss. All right. But the thing is, like I say, word on the street from what I was reading, Lane Kiffen said, hey, if I can't continue to coach here at Ole Miss through the playoffs, well, I'm going to do everything I can to poach as many coaches off this Ole Miss staff as I can. I'm going to do everything I can to poach as many players off Ole Miss roster as I can and take the Baton Rouge with me. That's a bad look. That is a bad look. Granted, you took the job. You got to do what's best for you, Lane Kiffen. But how you going to give Ole Miss an ultimatum when you making the decision to go? Come on now. But Ole Miss, they stood on business. And Pete Golden is the interim head coach. Hell, Pete Golden winning is in all of this. I'm just giving you my opinion. Pete Golden is winning in all of this. All right. And then if you look at it, I know LSU fans, they excited. They happy that they got Lane Kiffen. But what did you really get in Lane Kiffen? Once again, my opinion, and my opinion only. You got the same thing you just fired. Lane Kiffen is a coach who can win a lot of games. But he can't take you where you need to be. Lane Kiffen has yet to play for a conference championship. He's yet to take a team to the playoff. He got Ole Miss there. And then he left them. He left them. If that was the case, why he just couldn't make a decision after the season, after the playoff run? But again, from what we read, Ole Miss was kind of rushing him, gave him a date, gave him an ultimatum. So I don't know. But the thing is, what did LSU really get? Another Brian Kelly, another coach that can win you a lot of games, but can't win you any kind of championship. That's about it. Just like Brian Kelly, Lane Kiffen will get you to a bowl game. Most definitely. Most definitely. Okay? And then, My thing is, when it comes to Lane Kiffin, outside of Ole Miss, where have he had any type of success? Where? Tennessee? I beg to differ. USC? I beg to differ. He didn't have any type of success until he came to Alabama and got with Nick Saban. And Nick Saban, you know, got him together. He went through Nick Saban's coach's rehabilitation clinic. And that's what got him where he is today. All right. So he went to Ole Miss. He was a successful coach, but never won nothing. And I expect he's going to do the same for Ole Miss. And it's going to Lane Kiffen. Lane Kiffen. He's going to do the same for LSU, not Ole Miss. He's going to do the same for LSU. And Lane Kiffen and LSU, heard it here first, is going to wind up just like Brian Kelly and LSU. LSU don't want a coach that's just going to win you a lot of games. They want a coach that can win championships. That's what they want. LSU want to be like the Alabamas, the Georgias, the Ohio States, but they will never be. Never be. LSU football ain't never been consistent at winning championships. They can be consistent at winning a lot of games. They was on the Les Miles. Freaking Ed Ogeron. He did pretty decent. Brought him a national championship. Then what happened? Okay, you want to fire Ed Ogeron? Bring in Brian Kelly? A guy who won more games at Notre Dame than anybody else. LSU fans was excited about him coming too. And look how it ended. And it ended bittersweet for both sides. And I'm expecting the same thing with Lane Kiffen. And LSU, you should have learned. LSU AD and president, whoever, they should have learned from Brian Kelly. You gave him a lucrative contract. And you wind up paying him $54 million to get him out of there. And then you go give this type of contract to Lane Kiffen, over $90 million. And then you give him $25 million for NIL revenue or whatever. Man, y'all have lost y'all damn mind. I guess LSU like giving away money. Because I'm going to tell you, when that time comes, you're going to be paying Lane Kiffen more money than you paying freaking Brian Kelly. Watch what I tell you. You heard it here first. Lane Kiffen ain't won nothing. What is there to be so excited about? What was the big deal about going all in on Lane Kiffen? And then when the shit goes sour, y'all gonna be looking stupid. You're gonna be looking stupid. LSU is not the cream of the crop of college football. You are not. LSU is no blue blood. LSU is not a consistent winner of championships. They are not. But all of a sudden, just like Brian Kelly, Lane Kiffen was supposed to change that when he ain't never won nothing. Before Brian Kelly got to freaking LSU, he was more successful than Lane Kiffen is now. I'm gonna tell you what's about to happen. LSU is about to destroy Lane Kiffen just like they destroyed Brian Kelly. That's what's about to happen. Even when you had Les Miles in your heyday, LSU, your heyday, you won a consistent winner of SEC championships and national championships. You was not. Come on, man. Y'all was winning a lot of games. You was winning a lot of games. But you was not a consistent winner of freaking championships. Let me look at something. Let me look at something. I just want y'all to hip. I just want to hip y'all to something. Okay, you look at LSU. Let me see if I can find it. You look at LSU. They got national titles, right? They before 2019, Ed Ogeron. Their last national championship was 2007. 12, 13 seasons in between that. That's not consistent. Before that, 2003 and 1958, you only got 4 national championships in your whole history. You're not a very successful, you're a successful program, but you ain't the top notch. You ain't Alabama. You're not. Not even close. You ain't Ohio State. You ain't even a Michigan. Come on now. Stop it. LSU and Auburn, well, what you got, one more than Auburn, maybe 2? You're on the same damn level. And Lane Kiffen ain't going to change it. Lane Kiffen ain't going to bring you a national championship. Lane Kiffen is he going to bring you a whole lot of hype. That's what he going to bring you. Lane Kiffen is going to be a consistent 9-3 team. Everybody think Lane Kiffen going to get the best of the best recruits. He going to keep these recruits in daggone Baton Rouge. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. So LSU fans, when you find out the truth, when reality set in, and it's going to set in next season, the season after that, it's going to be the same old thing. And then I'm going to say, in 5 seasons, Lane Kiffen will no longer be your head coach, and LSU going to be out of a shit ton of damn money. That's what's going to happen. He shitted on daggone Ole Miss. He shitted on them. That's what he did. And with recruits and shit, they see this shit. They see it. And fans need to stop talking about freaking players being committed. Players jumping in the transfer portal when shit like this happens with the coaches. The coaches ain't committed to the team. The coaches ain't committed to the players. So why should the players be committed to these teams and coaches? Coaches doing what's best for them. Let the players do what's best for them. Because these coaches, really, if you look at it, they don't give a damn about these players. Because if they did, if you recruit them, you'll stay there with them. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Lane Kiffen shitted on Ole Miss. Sure did. I don't know how anybody can't see this. And once again, like I said this whole damn time, LSU ain't got nothing but another Brian Kelly. That's all you got. And you ain't going to win no more games with LSU that you did with Brian Kelly. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. Now he got to go and put a whole new staff together. Unless after this playoff run, half of the coaching staff go over there to daggone Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So it's a jacked up situation. It's a jacked up situation. Lane didn't leave Ole Miss on good terms. He didn't leave USC on good terms. He didn't leave Tennessee on good terms. He didn't even leave Alabama on good terms. So Lane Kiffen got a reputation. And LSU, you finna deal with it. And you ain't gonna like it. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. But you get what you ask for. That's all I'm gonna say. Now y'all be blessed. And remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the tide, baby. And roll. Man, let me stop. Before I get out of here, I'm gonna say the same thing to LSU that I said to Michigan. When it comes to your football program and your athletics, OKB don't wish nothing but bad on you. I'm going to tell you straight up like that. I don't wish nothing but bad on LSU when it comes to their athletics, especially their football. I don't give a damn who your head coach. And I hope LSU football wind up in a worse situation than they ever been with Brian Kelly. I really hope that. It is what it is. Now, y'all be blessed. And remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, and roll damn Tide.